Here we are with another Friday Night Live, August 2nd, 2024. Hope everybody's doing amazing in these wonderful, crazy times around the world that's happening. Lindsay, hello. We are experiencing things that we've never experienced in our lives. In the past several decades, we're experiencing so many different things that we didn't have to worry about. We didn't have to see. We didn't have to listen. We didn't have to do any of that stuff. But what we focus on is fasting lifestyle, right? The MFS fasting lifestyle, the art of subtraction. Keep us going, keep us focused, keep us sane, keep us moving in the direction of peace, balance, correct conduct. Of course, we need to choose that direction. Without choice, through our free will, nothing's going to happen. We I basically don't focus on world affairs anymore. Yeah, um, I don't like focusing on them, but I like to know what's going on, especially when you have distant family members being slaughtered and so on and so forth. So we can close our eyes and put our heads in the sand and say everything's okay. But it's good to know what's going on because they're giving the world notice of that we're next. Basically, is the way I see it. They can do whatever they like, nobody's stopping them. And sad times. How many innocent people have already been slaughtered? Yeah, still know your friends. Yeah, you're not gonna get away from it. And, there's always somebody paying attention what's going on. But yeah, of course, the focus is always about our lifestyle, keeping ourselves healthy. Um, some of us emotionally just cannot handle all this negative news. Just can't handle it. Women generally are more sensitive, so but it affects us all. We're all united. We're all one in the eyes of the divine Creator. So let's be the change we want to see through uh, counteract with meditation, of course, prayer. Absolutely. Be the change you want to see. Just live the way you want to see the rest of the world live. And don't take part in the diabolism, if that's such a word. Still eating raw and fruit, but do go off track here and there. That's wonderful. Great news. Great news. For eating, it's always best to stay as much raw as we can. Um, uh, some people can tolerate some cooked foods more than others, like fruit. Is much easier to process, even cooked, than anything else, like the vegetable kingdom. So if our emotions are playing with us and we're having some challenges with them, sometimes, instead of going out for a pizza, we can have some cooked fruit, right? Whatever you choose, If you want to do squash or tomatoes, if you want to do uh, bananas, you can bake bananas, you can bake plantain, you can bake peaches, you can bake pineapple, you can put them on the barbecue, you can do all kinds of things, right? Watermelon, people have grilled watermelon barbecue. That would be those would be the better choices, and the um, because of the higher field strength and when you're in cooking, brings it to a higher order. Um, it the cooking process is what is the addictive process, right? That's why food is so addictive. It's because of the higher field strength. But we're going to have to deal with a little more obstructiveness because of the cooking, right? Fresh, ripe, raw fruit is going to be the exact same fruit will be less obstructive raw than it will be cooked. But again, the cooked version would be less obstructive than any vegetable, any green leaf, whatever. You can go for squashes, zucchinis, you can cook them. And you can cook, you can make like kind of a jam kind of things with berries. You can do ice cream, raw ice cream, right? Get really ripe bananas, you freeze them with berries. And you put them through your ice cream maker, which would be a juicer with, it would have a different fitting that instead of juicing, it comes out, it just grinds it together and it comes out like ice cream. People have done it in the, what do you call it, blenders. You can do it in a blender. Sometimes you'll need a little liquid maybe in a blender if it's through, if there's the juicer we have, it's an old Omega single lager. They have so many new ones coming up every year. It comes with a different cone where you put in, and instead of juicing, it just grinds it all up and comes up into a beautiful ice cream, fruit cream, I guess we should call it. Ice fruit cream, fruit ice cream. And it's really wonderful, especially on nice warm days, getting something cold. We've been having some pretty humid weather the last week, and we're up for some more humid weather the next few days. Really muggy and humid, in the 30 to 32 degrees Celsius area, which feels like 100 degrees when it's humid. But when you're eating mostly raw, it's nowhere near the feeling from when you're eating cooked food all the time. There's just no comparison. That's one thing I noticed, with raw foods, the heat didn't bother me anymore. Start going back to cooked food, the heat starts bothering you. And you sleep more with cooked food. I sleep more with cooked food. It is what it is. We do the best we can in the situation we're in the environments we are in. So, if we're in an environment where there's toxins are left, right, and center, we have to be very careful of the choices we make. Don't watch the Olympics, but I heard about the opening satanic ritual. Yeah, diabolical. Evil's taken over. And the only reason it's moving forward is because we, the people, have allowed it. We've allowed the lockdowns, all evil. We've allowed, people lined up for that thing. It's all evil. Being forced to do things that no people didn't want to do, so they don't lose their jobs or they want to travel and People got it done. And some of those people are not around anymore, right? They're gone. They're in 6 feet under. A lot of people, never mind some. I had many family members drop in dead in Italy. in the last several months. So, and friends here and so on and so forth. So it is what it is. People make choices and there's repercussions, cause and effect. You can't escape. Yes, I've had cooked foods lately as emotional stuff going on in my family. That's big one, right? Big one. Emotion, seed of all, as we say, the volition and emotions, creation itself. You know, we say seed of all because everything comes from emotion, all diseases, all of them, even ones that we would say that it's impossible. We've been, it was the chemicals that, what put us in those environments. Our emotions put us in those environments to be exposed to those chemicals. So there's always the higher intelligence and the law of cause and effect at play with all the decisions we make. And we make certain decisions for certain reasons because there's lessons to be learned. And how can we figure all this stuff out? There's just no way, because there's infinite possibilities and combinations with everything, with the food, the air, the water, the thoughts, the people around us, and it's just limitless combinations. So there's just no way we can figure it out. I know what you say, live fasted lifestyle. Marco. Yeah, well, this is, something I've been doing for 35 plus years. Keep fasting in my lifestyle. And that'll be a different scenario for each and every one of us and how we live a fasting lifestyle. And that's why we came up with the levels, massive fast levels, so that people can find a place with fasting and clean minimal eating, and they can find their balance. Because if we don't, we're going to be going off track in Kugel land, and that's not good. It's not good. Eating, eating obstructive foods, you're going to pay the price. Even if it's one meal, let's say a month or every 2 months, still cause and effect cost to that food we've ingested. Because that food we ingest becomes part of all our being, becomes part of every cell. So we can't just flush it out like something, oh, we'll do an enema and get rid of it. We wish it would work that way, but it doesn't work that way. It has to be. If we have to purge it throughout the whole physical, mental, and emotional bodies as well, which is done only through fasting. And what's a true fast? It's a dry fasting state. Nothing happens without nothing at the cellular, deep cellular level, without us connecting with the fields. And the dry fasting state is the simplest way for us to connect to those fields, which is our perfect blueprint. Is that the only way? It's the most simple way for pretty much everybody on the planet. There may be 1 in a billion people who can do it through the emotional side, right? Because of their strong faith, and if it's going to be done through faith, we need to have the 100% faith. That's why you hear stories, people have miraculous healing through prayer alone. They didn't change anything in their lifestyle because their faith was 100%. They're 100% that they were connected. And with that, um, we can access that perfect blueprint if you have um, that connection and that faith, right? Nimrod, are you okay? You seem a bit disoriented. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I've just been out working on some stuff outside for several hours in the heat wave. And, yeah, uh, anyway, anybody got any questions? That's why we're here. I've done enough talking the last 9+ years. We're here to support, answer questions. People have challenges. You haven't read the protocol, we really can't help you. We're not here for convincing people of anything. People have free will to do whatever they want. If you're looking for addition, treatment-based thinking, there's limitless places out there you can go. Every other place is about addition out there. There's even fasting places that are about addition. Oh, you need to fast and then you need to get the nutrition and okay. We don't look at that, right? We look at the eating as what? We look at eating for fun, not for sustenance. And the more obstructive we are, the more difficult it will be to get into the field state where we access those fields of the perfect blueprint that we all have in the ether. We all have that perfect blueprint. Each and every one of us has a perfect blueprint. Doesn't matter how we were born. The perfect blueprint is always there. Even people who are born deformed and everything, there's a perfect blueprint out there. And how do we know? Because people will overcome their birth defects through master fasting lifestyle. Right? Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Um, yeah. Nobody's got any questions? Stay focused. Make proper choices. That's all we can say. And focus on the art of subtraction. V equals P, take away O. Vitality, take away power, minus obstructions equals power. V equals P, take away O. Vitality is reduced when we're obstructive because the body needs to use more power. Obstructions are purged out. Body uses much less power. Vitality goes up. So, obstructions, V equals P, take away all. It's Arnold Harris' wonderful little formula that has transformed my life. Arnold Harris' book is why I started a fasting lifestyle 35 plus years ago, 1990. 35 plus years. A long time. Seems like we started yesterday. It was quite an experience, starting with those first few fasts, not knowing how the body would react or anything, and just plunging in with the information I had in the book. That's all we had in those days. And those books were not easy to come by. They were not, in those days, they were not easy to come by. It took quite a bit of work and research and time to get any of these books. It was not easy. But, you know, there was connections where you could get these books and order them. You know, send them your check, by mail, and wait several weeks to get your book. It's interesting. And now you go online, or click, and you can have it the next day in some cases. Is that a good thing? Speed, speed, speed. We want everything yesterday. We want everything now, right? Is it going to improve our life by having it now? You know, this is really an unnatural environment to have everything done so quick and so fast. You know, it's, if you go to, depends what country you're in. Some countries are very slow paced, especially the warmer countries. They're much slower paced than these colder countries. Nobody really wants to work in those warm countries. You want to be at the beach. But we all fall into the trap. We want to make money, and we end up in that vicious cycle and going into debts and so on and so forth. So it's interesting. Anyway, if nobody's got any questions, we will call it a close. Stay focused, pray, meditate. Let's send extra plaf to people in need all over the planet. It's very challenging times, and we have a few people that are warmongers that are running the show and pushing this stuff forward. It's pretty crazy times. Very dangerous times as well, because of all the so-called nuclear power they have. If they really exist, there's controversy of that as well. But they do have a lot of powerful bombs. If it's not nuclear, whatever it is, they can do a lot of destruction these days. A lot. And drone technology, they can pick anybody up anywhere they want around the world with these things. Take care of yourselves. The herb world in this part of the world, in Canada, is getting more and more difficult to work with. Will it be taken away from us? It all depends on us, we the people. This battle been going on for a few years now. Again, they tried doing it 15 years ago, and they're doing it again. Take away everything from the people. And all your local MPs, if you're in Canada, and let them have it, MPs, MPPs, whatever they're called. The parasitic club, ones who live off everybody else and have no purpose in life. Anyway, ciao for now. Have a great evening, great day, wherever you are. And I'll see you back on the page. And next call will be Wednesday, Facebook Live. Ciao for now.